It's your boy OG Pop. We here live at Great Nova Cinema Studios with Will Gates on the lens, giving you another episode of some dope content, all about awareness, empowerment, education, and culture. We usually do hip hop guests, let you know what's popping, who's popping. Today I have the pleasure of bringing on my first comedian, actually. You know what I'm saying? I got the dope, the very legendary Mike Samp in the building. Man, let's make some noise for Mike Samp. What up, Mike?
What's up, Pop?
Man, you know, I have seen you for the last 10 years, bro. Go from here to here to here to here. And, you know, you went through the evolution. You know, you don't get stuck in time. You get doper and doper. Let the people know, number one, What's Poppin' Podcast. Give us a journey, man, where you first come from and what the fuck got you involved into this whole comedy world.
Well, you say where I come from?
In Chicago, yeah, what side of town?
I'm from out south, 79th Street, right like Cottage to Stony Island. And man, shit, just past experiences and where I've been made me who I am. You know, I look up to people. You know, I ain't one of them ones like I ain't got nobody to look up to, but I look up to every motherfucker body that's somebody that's doing something positive. So I used to work a lot in different jobs, and people always just tell me I don't need to work. I need to be on somebody's TV show or some shit like that. So I took it in consideration one time and went to the Cotton Club when it was open and just was gone.
Killed it.
I ain't kill it, but you know.
You had a blast on
Yeah, I did, and I'm like, I could see myself here. You know, so I could see myself doing this for a nice little old time. You know what I'm saying?
Now, so, when you say your buddy said or people told you you need to be having your own, you need to be on stage. Did that really encourage you to say, you know, I'm gonna really pursue this?
No, like seriously, it did, and it just wasn't them people. It was it was a lot more people telling me. So everybody I came across told me this stuff. You know, people that know how, you know, look at TV like, man, this should be you playing this right here. You know what I'm saying? So it just wasn't them at the job. It was outside people I know all my life, people I work with. You know, just different. Yeah.
They knew you had a natural gift to make people laugh.
Man, people, I'm talking about like when people find out I'm doing comedy now, they hit my inbox. They'll find me like, man, I've been telling you since 1997 to do this. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I just didn't think it was for me like that, you know, until I did it. I was like, oh yeah, it's that.
What was the first time you said, you know what, I'm gonna take this on the road? And maybe give us like one of your biggest first opportunities to go on the road.
I had a homie named Marcus Combs. Rest in peace, Marcus Combs. Hey, look, this dude right here, like I worked at the Museum of Science and Industry. And I worked with two of his cousins. And I used to make them laugh. Just what I'm saying, everywhere I went. So they used to always tell me about him. And I knew about it because I watched him on Comedy View, you know, stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, I know about Fam, man, that's why he funny. So, man, just being at the right place at the right time got me to meet him. I was at Francis Cocktail Lounge with my man Marlon Mitchell. And people around the neighborhood used to tell me like, hey man, you need to take Mike with you, man. You need to take Mike with you because dude funny. My homie Walter Gills, rest in peace to him, he used to tell Marlon all the time, man, take dude with you. And I met up with Marlon at Francis in the parking lot, and Marcus was right there. And then it just so happened like, hey, Marcus used to tell me to take you in. So-and-so. Then Marcus was like, so wait a minute, you the dude you used to work with my cousin? I said, yeah, man. It just happened like that. You just met up with just people we talked about just happened to just come to meet and, you know, just connect the dots. And ever since then, he's like, man, I'm gonna take you to I think Ohio or one of them little, you know, cities with me. I got on stage. Didn't do too well. you know, but everybody, I knew I had it still, I was freshly new. Came to Chicago, did a show he had up north, kind of bombed out again, but I just never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Never stopped. He kept taking me on the road because he always believed in me. You know what I'm saying? And I did some shit in I want to say Atlanta at Uptown before it closed. And I ain't even do nothing then. I just was looking and seeing how people were. But I done seen about 3 people. And they bombed me out in Atlanta. I'm like, man, I want to go up. He's like, no, you ain't ready for that. He saved my ass on that one, boy. He's like, no, you ain't ready for that shit. I'm like, I just want you to see how people do up here. I seen people eat the dirt in that motherfucker, man. But years later, I went up there and I did my thing up in Atlanta, though. Yeah, when I finally got it, you know what I'm saying, got a real set and real time, and it just kept growing from like that.
So comedy is like, one of the things of the soul. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no laughter. You're gonna have a rough day.
Oh yeah, you get to sweating, and your hands get sweaty, and your legs get weak like those spaghetti strings. You be sitting up on that stage like, that's what I'm gonna do next. Oh yeah, it happened to you. It happened to the best of us.
There's different levels of this comedy stuff though now, Mike. There's some people that can't get on the stage, but will use some of these social media platforms, which can be tough as hell too. If you got 1,000 million people saying you trash on the internet, that can be nice, it can fuck up your self-esteem and confidence. But what tip can you give the people that really, want to be stand-up comedians in this day and age, to maybe go through some of the bombings and prepare for some of the bombings?
Shit, keep on. Stay on stage. That ain't gonna never ever fall away from no type of saying or nothing like that. Like anytime you gonna hear a comedian and you ask them what can I do to get better, they gonna tell you stay your ass on stage. You lose it and that's on you. Like it's just like basketball practice. Nigga know when to go shoot. He gonna shoot that 3, he gonna keep on shooting that 3. If you stay on stage and stay with them jokes and keep on heating up, something else gonna come in there. I always got a thing, like when I go to open mics, man, I tell people open mics, I got it from another vet comic named Mark Simmons. He told open mics is meant for you to bomb, man. It's an open fucking mic, ain't nobody getting paid, so you just sitting here just trying to come up with some new shit. Me, I talk till it's funny. You see what I'm saying? And if it's funny, I'm gonna keep going with something. So I came up with something else. Some people stay with they sets on the open mic like it's not meant for you. That's what you get paid for. Your set is what you get paid for. Open mics, it's like shooting in the gym. You don't come up with a new shot. You don't come up with a new joke. You don't come up with a new topic. Stay on stage and keep working it out. Working it out. Write it down if you got to. Work that shit out. If you got something you got to say, man, I can't wait to say it tomorrow. Just figure it out. Some niggas' ideas come to them and they sleep.
Do you write your ideas and stuff down?
Yeah, because sometimes I forget shit, especially now. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
For real. Man, listen, man, I'm telling you, man. Man, look, comedy is one of them things, man. If you got it rolling in your head, man, something dumb come in your head. If you don't write that down, dog, you're gonna forget it, because you got 1,000,001 things going through your mind. Like a silly hamster, some going through your goddamn head. You want to keep saying dumb shit. Like, hey, say that. But you can't forget about it. You got to write that shit. I didn't have so many jokes I done forgot about, man. I had a joke about, what's that? Who was that? Cinderella or Snow White? Man, I mean, when I said it, but I can't get the words right because I only said that one time. I made that shit up going like that. That's the best shit when you make shit go, like off the top of your head. That's the best type of funny, man. Dead there, but it's got to make sense though.
Give us one of your most exhilarating nights on stage, maybe that you can remember the place, like that was like you'll never forget that show. Was it Chicago, Atlanta, New York,
Shit, LA.
LA?
When I did the improv on D-Ray Monday night, and it'd be stars and then like that. So what's her name? Sanaya Lathan. She was there. So before I went on stage, my baby mom was trying to get a picture with her. So she was like, no, back. When I hit that stage, though, it was a whole different feeling after that. Boy, she was taking pictures with me, baby mom. everybody. Like he was like, you Chicago niggas funny as hell, and bang me in my stomach. I'm like, shit, that hurt it, but take a picture of me, my big mama. Like, I got you, man. So that was one of it. But I was shit in LA, you don't know, you know what I'm saying, who gonna be in that thing? You know, sometimes you don't think your jokes work out in other places, man. I ain't gonna even say a lie to you. Like, man, I want this gonna
work. Is it tough being from Chicago as a comedian?
Is it tough?
Is it tougher?
No.
Does it have its perks?
Yeah, because
Chicago's shit.
Because somebody, if you know somebody from Chicago and they know that person, all you gotta do is say, just call this person, and they'll call this like a little verification. So you gotta be somebody in Chicago to be like that, because everybody know niggas. Hey, nigga, the funniest people come from Chicago, fam. So they gonna verify somebody. Hey man, you know this dude named so and so, so and so. Oh yeah, now put him up, man. He funny as hell. All right, your word. And then that's it. They know man. A lot of people call Damon Williams for verification. Damon, bald head, you know, niggas like that for verification. So if they cool with you, then you get that verification. You good as gold.
Mike, Samp, tell us, 17 years ago when you first got in comedy, right, before you touched the stage, right, who your like top 3 favorite comedians?
Shit. Oh man, Jim Carrey is 1. Mike Epps is 2. And goddammit, Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 is Bernie and goddamn, what's the dude named George Carlin? See, I don't think a lot of people be knowing about George Carlin.
I'm not up.
Carlin is stupid.
Yeah.
That dude is crazy as hell, boy.
I noticed you ain't throw a female in there. Who's your favorite female of all time?
Man, you know what, man? Adele Givens was funny back then. She was a riot back then. I'm gonna say Adele. And Miss Laura was funny too. That's the first lady who ever took a wig off on Def Comedy Jam. A lot of people taking their wigs off and don't know where wig coming from, but Miss Laura did that first ever. And she was like, when her sisters called, she was like, honey, not today. And she took her wig off. She stood up the whole damn crowd, boy. So Miss Laura was funny. And there was another lady, I can't think of her name, man. She was singing, she sung this church song. They had me kind of crying, tears in her face, laughing at this shit, but there's a couple of them out there, if I can remember their names, I was saying, but a lot of them I can't remember their names, but.
I know you got a lot of current things you're working on. Your acting, whatnot. You want to put us up on what you got popping right now and what we can look for?
Well, I did an episode of Average Joe with Deion Cole on BET Plus. So if you want to go stream that, it's on BET Plus right now. I got a couple of movies on Tubi right now. The main one I really always say go check out is Lady. That's Marcus Carruthers, man, and I was playing a disc jockey in that. It's funny, and it's got a whole nice little storyline to it. I got a couple more movies on Tubi, Roseland and The Roots. Then I was featured in my man Bo G films called what's the name?
Cap and Gown.
Cap and Gown. And I'm doing another one called The Candy Shop. You know, so they Candy Store. It's the weed right now. Y'all got to forgive me. Candy Store with Bo G and Will Gates. And I'm doing something with Denzel Washington too in 2055. Lord willing.
Hey, look, man, Mike, I'm gonna hit you with 3 questions. I mean, 3 people, right? I just want you to come off the top of the dome. You can say, no comment, I pass. You know, three people. I'm gonna shoot 3 people at you that, you know, we probably hear about them on a regular basis. And we just like, that's the people to get your thoughts, what you think about this person. You know what I'm saying? Number 1. Aaron Hernandez.
He did. What else to say about it?
That's it.
Say it.
Okay. Number 2, Kim Kardashian.
Man, get out. All of them get out. All the Kardashians just get out. People, if you're going to the Kardashians, you ain't coming out. You're going into a sunken place. Devilish. Yes, do all of them. You look what happened to Kanye. That man walking around here with a boat with his ass out. You seen it just as well as I did. Kanye, Lamar Odom fucked all the way up. That man don't know what drugs to choose to snort from. That man snorted starch. And you supposed to eat starch. Pregnant women eat starch, or you get thick off starch.
Oh wow. That made up for the first answer he said. He did. Okay, Donald Trump.
Damn, goofball, but he was man. Hey, Donald Trump was my man, but how they doing it right now? Hey, I'll vote for Donald Trump again if he can bring back a PPPP.
It's Mike Samp, baby.
Another P.
It's Mike Samp and this bitch. Drop your IG handle, man, where they can book you at.
Comedian Mike Samp on Instagram, Mike Sampson on Facebook, Samp Stamp Cash App. Shit, what else you need? Twitter, I ain't got that. TikTok, Mike Samp 44. Zelle, Mike Samp.
OnlyFans.
I don't got OnlyFans and shit. It ain't set up yet. I got to get the courage and then it set up.
I ain't fucking with it. It's your boy OG Pop, man. Mike Samp. It's poppin', baby.
I can tell you a real bad little bitch. I can tell that you got your own bad little bitch.